So you got an impression already of what can be achieved with a tree system. Okay? So thanks very much for the company Power to give us the chance to see it. There was some brochure. You're gonna see tomorrow some other things they manufacture, some mixing equipment. Okay, so thanks very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
If you do have a question, you have also the business card.
Okay.
这边全部是做实验的。
这个。
嗯？
这个太高了呀。
不少。啊？不少。他总共就30个人，25个人。
你这一半给我了。
哦。
你这摄像还是拍照？
摄像。
actually an ex-SIKA employee many years back. And Mr. Owen is responsible for the international key accounts. We have bought some of their machines, they have sold some, I think Indonesia has bought some from there. And so we discussed about the possible partnership for the demonstration. So we will show you the three major substrate preparations: the shot blasting, the grinding, and also the scalifying. Okay? So most of the substrates have been already prepared, but we left some a little ready for the application. So the first one we do is a shot blasting. Has anybody never saw a shot blasting running? Be frank. Everybody has seen shot blasting already? No. So please have a look.
来，那个准备操作。
Okay, can we go ahead? So you can come over here, no problem. This has been already shot blasted, and this is going to be now. Okay, someone taking care of it.
After you use long time, down one, make off, so the bearing will come out.
Stop here. Like this. Like this. Why we can't apply directly our epoxy here? Bonding. Yeah, but because this looks very good. Is it good?
No.
Why it's not good?
So weak surface.
Okay. And because typically you have a cement latent, and this cement latent is very weak. So you have to remove this cement latent. And Okay, we'll show you that. So this is part of the substrate evaluation. If you do a pull-off test here, you will get probably a low value. It means that the adhesion will not be good enough. So you have to roughen the surface, and this is then excellent for first a coating application. But can I apply directly a self-leveling to this substrate? Will it work?
You need a primer.
What will we get? But because my self-leveling has very good adhesion, so it's no problem with adhesion. What I will have is a lot of pinhole, a lot of bubble through my self-leveling, because you open so much the substrate. You have to seal it first with a primer, or even better with a scratch coat. We're going to do this first. And then when this scratch coat is pure, we do then the top leveling application. So we don't demonstrate it here, but substrate evaluation is bonding a metal disc, can be different shapes, with an epoxy, and then the day after you use this kind of tool, and then you express, you do some pull-off test, and you measure how is the failure and how is the value. What should be the minimum value? 1.5, yes. This is what we mentioned in our data sheet. Yep. If it's not good, if it's not 1.5, what shall we do? If it's not 1.5? No, but can we make it 1.5? maybe at the level we prepare, it's not 1.5, but if you go a bit deeper, it becomes 1.5. So you may check it after the preparation and check what is the bonding. Because maybe your first preparation, maybe you do by grinding and you got only 1. You do by shot blasting, you got 1.5 or 2. Then this is what validates the substrate preparation. Okay? So shot blasting is the standard of what we should normally require on most of the substrates whenever we have especially mechanical exposure later. But we don't always get this. Sometimes we get only a grinding, but grinding we see can be also something good as long as you do it properly and as long as you remove properly also the dust produced by the grinding. So more if your substrate, especially a north substrate, is really damaged or polluted, you've got to go deeper than this. Then you have to use another machine, which is the scarifier.
You want us to show the scarifier? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we?
Yes, yes. 现在用一下那个洗刨机刨一下。
Everybody has seen a scarifier?
No.
You can see the bottom. Yeah. You can see the bottom. Yes. Oh.
You see?
It has the steel cutter.
Later. So you see the result, but we're gonna do it now also. You see, it goes much deeper in the concrete. It goes much deeper in the concrete. So particularly if it's an old concrete, or if you want to remove an existing coating, we're gonna try. Then this is more suitable. Okay, so let's do it first.
操作一下。
小胖，把那个插头拔过来。
Everybody face. That's dirty job. It goes much deeper, and as a consequence, if I have a substrate like this, can I go directly with an epoxy? Can I go directly with a scratch coat? I could, but it's better to act, because when you use this, you might create some micro cracks on the substrate. And besides that, it's extremely rough. It's extremely rough. So if you use a scratch coat, the consumption of a scratch coat will be very big. Because if you look, okay, maybe the floor is not extremely flat, and this one is maybe not so flat, but you can imagine that there's so much of imperfection So if you use a scratch coat of epoxy, the consumption will be very high. So if you want to save on the consumption of the epoxy, after you've done this, you can do a shot blasting. So it will smoothen slightly this very rough surface. So you will reduce the consumption of the scratch coat. Do you get it? Is that clear?
Yes.
This is a closed question. Someone explain again.
Apply primer.
You could do primer, but first you will have to do probably either you use a primer, but if you use the primer alone, you follow the shape. So you use the primer just to seal the surface, but then after you have to do anyway a scratch coat. So you have to use the scratch coat with the seed, is the same primer but with some sealer to get something also cheaper per square meter, but also to be able to fill all this imperfection to have something smooth. Okay? Which you need to recoat, then you have to maybe remove this epoxy.
只打深
You
色的
might
这一块
grind
儿，知道这个光
might
面的
be
这
good
一块
enough, but let's say
光面
that
的这
this
一块儿是打
epoxy looks good. But if it was very damaged or look back, or maybe the uneven surface, so you have really to go with a proper machine to remove this epoxy partly or totally. And for doing this, this clarifier, I would say, is the best. So go ahead.
可以开始，开始，下。
So you see, you have already roughened the surface. Tell me, in which case an epoxy needs to be grinded again before you apply another epoxy? It's not a dirty one. It's not something you want to remove. But if you have applied an epoxy last week, the first layer last week, grinding. So, in your country, what is the most common surface preparation? In Philippines, how do they prepare the substrate? In Cambodia, how do they prepare the substrate? Mostly. So how they do it? Wire brush, okay. New Zealand. Scotland, England, okay. Malaysia. Everything they have. But I have to say, the typical equipment an applicator will buy first is the grinder, because it's not that expensive. Okay? But it's the cheapest of the already professional substrate preparation. Okay? You cannot keep something as long as you do a good backup.
开始。